Hey guys, it's Brianna. This week's assignment was to create a screencast comparing two ePortfolios. I will be comparing Mike's WordPress/web development portfolio on WordPress and Imaginext Studio's portfolio on Weebly. I will start by talking about the pros of both portfolios. But before I talk about the layout and the design of the portfolios, I would like to point out that both portfolios have options to connect with the authors via social media. I think that connecting with viewers via various platforms is really important, and using these platforms is an important skill nowadays, and the fact that they are present in both portfolios is great. Second, I would like to talk about the layout. Both portfolios clearly have a very different layout. Mike's portfolio is very simple and has a lot of white space, and on the other hand, Imaginext Studios has a very well-developed layout. Their sidebar consists of their menu and social media connections. Imaginext Studios' homepage is very eye-catching because it consists of various video clips that depict what they do and gives viewers behind the scenes of how they do it. Imaginext Studios provides users with all the important content they need to know about their company. Under the About tab, they provide a background of the company along with some of their clients, as you can see down here. The Services tab lists all of their services with a short description and an image to go along with the service, which I think adds a really nice touch to the site. They also provide short bios of the founders and team members along with their headshots under the People's page. So here are the founders, and here you can see the team members. I like how all the headshots are in black and white. They also provide their show reel, which consists of various projects they have worked on. Some of these projects include movies and TV, which isn't really loading. And then here you can see the commercials that they have worked on. And then lastly, the games that they have worked on also. Following their show reel is their contact page. And this simply provides all the important information you need to get in touch with them. Their location, telephone, fax, email, Skype, and you can even leave a message. Something different that shows how they keep up to date with social media and the apps is that they provide this Google Maps image, which you can zoom in and out. And they also provide a link to use the Waze navigation app to get, and they also give the GPS coordinate points, which I think was really cool. Fourthly, something that's seen on both apps is that, I'm sorry, not apps, both portfolios, is that they are very consistent with their font and color scheme. Imaginext Studios' background image changes every time you choose a different menu option, if you haven't noticed. And what was I gonna say? Right, so under the Services tab, I like the use of the images to portray the different services that they describe. But what stands out to me is that the width of the images are the same, which creates a barrier between the menu and the content on the page. It's kind of like a vertical header. On the people's page, you can see that they're consistent with the size of the headshots, and also all the headshot images are in black and white. Lastly, I would like to point out the fact wordy. Their content is short and to the point, and after viewing their site, I feel like I'm very well informed in what their company does and what they've accomplished throughout the 17 years since they've been established. Now I would like to discuss the cons of the portfolios. Unfortunately, Mike's portfolio has more cons than ImagineX Studio does, but the viewer should bear in mind that Mike's portfolio is an individual portfolio and not a company portfolio like ImagineX Studios is. And also, it looks like Mike just started his portfolio over the summer, since his oldest post is from July, and then he really only has 3 posts. First, as mentioned before, Mike has too much white space. And I think it's good to have a simple layout, but it should also be eye-catching. The most eye-catching part of his portfolio, in my opinion, is this little cartoon avatar that he has over here. The second con, I would say that ImagineX Studio exemplifies a portfolio that has a lot going on in the background that isn't really necessary. Their background images change for every menu tab, which I think is the reason the screen flashes white every time you choose to view a different page, like that and that. Although I really like the images they use on their services page, I think those images in the background are too much, because the variety of images is just creates too much for like your eye to focus on at once, including the image in the background, those little images here, and then trying to read this. And while you read, you have an image of the guitar behind it, and it's just these parallel lines. It's just really distracting. So, although ImagineX uses a large variety of images, Mike, on the other hand, has very minimal use of images. Here you can see he has an image for these posts and his avatar, but if you click on the About tab, there are no images. His portfolio page, there's this image because from his posts, and his contact page is very white and doesn't have any images except for his Instagram feed and this ad that's consistent throughout the whole site. Oh, what's this? Sorry. Okay. Third con I would like to discuss is that ImagineX only has links to Facebook, email, and YouTube. I feel like as a production company, they should have more social media sites to reach a wider range of users, while Mike, on the other hand, has 5 different social media links to his page, and he has a contact page. Fourthly, The fact that Imaginext changes the background image so often interferes with the font color on the sidebar and slash menu. And this is especially seen in the People page, where once you click on it, the word blends in with the production board in the back. And it's also seen in the show reel page where it also partially blends with the black background from the image. And lastly, I would like to mention that although Mike recently started his portfolio and might not have a lot of information to share yet, maybe he doesn't have enough experience, I don't really know, but I think he should try to make more frequent posts about current events or maybe trending topics in his field and share his opinion and his interests with his viewers, because he might have already lost some of the viewers that he gained throughout the short time that he posted those 3 posts. And here you can see he has 4 comments, but then the next post he doesn't really have any comments. So I think keeping your portfolio up to date would probably be very beneficial and keep people interested in your work and what you're doing, so that they feel like they should come and check back periodically. And that's really all I have to say. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the assignment as much as I did. Hope to see you guys next week.